What's up, guys? It's your boy Bud here, your creative partner. I hope everyone's doing all right. Hope everyone's doing okay. Normally I do these lives on YouTube, but I thought, you know what, the Facebook community does not get any love in terms of some of this content that we've been publishing, and some of the live stuff I've been doing in partnership with other people, as well as my own stuff. So on YouTube, I do a lot of talking about technology and about creativity and how to make your small business grow, and all these different ways that entrepreneurs and business owners can get the job done, you know, those tangible items. But on here, I like to talk today about even a little bit more of the email side, the marketing side. And this is stuff that I normally post on my YouTube channel, like I said, but today we're going to do it on Facebook and see if we can get some engagement. And a lot of people do ask me this. I was on a call last week, or sorry, a live rather, with my friend, and we spoke about some email stuff, and a lot of people were posting in the comments saying what type of email services or should they be using or looking for. And that's kind of how, this idea came about. Like, okay, you know what, a lot of people know about MailChimp, and what they offer, and they've also had a lot of some bad press in the last couple of years. And so a lot of people have dropped off and used other services. And at the same time, we've had a lot more options than ever before to get these services operating, to help small businesses and to help people who want to send out their emails and send out the marketing collateral to really engage with their audience. So if you guys are in the chat, go ahead and say what's up. We're going to start in literally 1 minute. I try to keep these typically about half an hour long, only because normally we started this before this whole coronavirus thing. So this was like a lunchtime thing, 1 o'clock. Let's jump in. Let's do it. So with this, we're going to get started in about just 1 minute. I'm just going to share this one more time, and then we're going to get started. All right, y'all. We're not going to waste any time whatsoever. We're talking today about the 5 MailChimp alternatives for your small or new business. And I think we got to start first with why why does MailChimp suck? You know, because a lot of people do give it a lot of flack. And the short answer is MailChimp does not suck. The longer version of that answer is MailChimp's changed from being a straight email service provider to an all-in-one platform, right? They changed to now being a marketing platform, and because of that and that transition, that's where there was a lot of friction with their audience, and that's where there was a lot of friction with people that were loyal customers for a long time, because MailChimp had a big brand associated. If you were like up and coming, a startup, a small business owner, and you had a newsletter that you wanted to send out, MailChimp was basically the best option for that. You know, they had a great free plans, lots of features, A/B testing, all that type of stuff, great tagging, simple to use, very easy to understand. Even though it was somewhat basic, it was very easy to understand, and people can really get into the game of email marketing, or at least email blasting, really. And what MailChimp saw was the issue is people are having to use other services to help support what they want to do in the whole marketing life cycle that they may have for their business. So MailChimp has made, several major changes to their plans and to their pricing. They've also experienced outages that's left their customers scratching their heads and stranded. So there's no secret to email marketing can drive your revenue, but if you don't have the right tools, then you're kind of fresh out of luck. Like, you're going to end up paying money for a service that doesn't work the way you want it to, and they really had a lot of problems that way. So the personalization is what makes email services usable and makes them very valuable to business owners. So if you have no personalization tools, then you can't really expect to build relationships to get sales or to sell your book or to get people to buy your service. And that's what was missing in MailChimp. So because of the recent issues and their changes, like in 2018, they had like a connection issue. I think I even tweeted about one or two of them. They had the APIs drop out, so the pricing list changed. They had a lot of stuff. So basically, a lot of customers lost a lot of faith inside of MailChimp, and because of that, it was basically a rollout that was maybe not the best executed or best thought out plan to get people to switch over to how they were going to change the whole platform. So they had people that were on legacy plans that then the pricing changed pretty abruptly as well. So there's a lot of negative stuff that happened. But like I said, if they're looking for just a short answer, why does MailChimp suck? It doesn't fully suck. It's not what it used to be. It's a different type of platform for a different type of small business or entrepreneur or different type of marketer. So if you're looking for an all-in-one solution that is geared to integrations, then I think MailChimp is going to be a great platform for you. But if you're looking for something that is more focused on automation and workflows and your tags and sequences and campaigns, more traditional email marketing platform, then I think there are better alternatives, and we're going to talk about that today. We have, when choosing an ESP, an email service platform, you got to think about a few things before we get started here. There's always a caveat. I always start these with caveats. So before you pick your email service provider, you do need to have a couple caveats on why are you choosing this. So what are the goals do you have for your email marketing strategy? How are you going to achieve those goals? What will you use the emails for? Is it going to be emails, newsletters, lead generation, upselling? What metrics do you want to track? What reporting or analytics do you want to have available to you? Also, will you use all the features, and will the features be mobile friendly? Like, especially if you use templates, like I know MailChimp was huge on their drag and drop visual builder thing, but making sure that everything is mobile friendly and ready to use and having accessible tools that work as well on the desktop as they do on the phone. Just remember, the purpose of email marketing is to build relationship and grow your business. So think about where your business will be in a year or two and make sure your provider can scale with you. And this is going to become very important for people who are looking to get started right away, but they are looking at their pocketbooks. You have to choose wisely, otherwise you're going to have to learn a whole new system over and over and over again. If you then just pick the cheapest item, that's something we can talk about near the end. Every time we go through the top 5, I'll say what the prices are and what the subscriber count you get for that price. But you do want to keep in mind that if you just go for the cheapest product, and what happens if all of a sudden you have a lead generation platform or a giveaway that then gets you a lot of people on your list, are you now trapped inside of this system that's going to beholden you to a certain limit and to force you into their system of how they want to do things? So you got to kind of think a little bit ahead. I know there's no way to know what will for sure happen, but you do want to make sure that you have a opportunity to look at all the different options, do your own research. I'm saving you a little bit of time by doing some of this research for you and just giving you my honest opinion as somebody who works with lots of clients who have already ESPs, and then they are looking for, how do I make this work? So from somebody who has dabbed their finger in many different email service providers, I'm going to give you the best information that I can to help you make a decision, whether you're starting out or maybe this is new to you in terms of your business, or you're starting brand new. I've never done anything like this before. So these are the things that we're going to talk about. Okay, the number one, and these are not in any importance order. I've just named them number one. So number one is ActiveCampaign. So ActiveCampaign is a full service, affordable package. Like if you're a small business looking for an affordable product with plenty of features, ActiveCampaign is worth, investigating, worth looking at. They offer all-in-one platform for customers that enable multi-channel messaging through email and now even also with SMS. So some marketers who want to do that, like especially if you like all in one. This is like the full package. This is everything you want to have. So these guys start at $20 for 500 subscribers. So we don't know, is that something that is going to be in your price range? Is that something that you're going to be interested in? So it's pretty good, but like you always have to look at what will you get out of it, and how is this going to help your actual. Let's go to the site real quick here. So if we go to ActiveCampaign, I gotta move some stuff around here. Yeah, let's go quickly to their. Yeah, they have a great site that it actually talks more about the customer experience, because they offer the different solutions for workflow and automation, and those different pathways. They really do talk about the customer experience, activate the whole customer experience. This is kind of where you can nurture and educate people and tag them, and that's where they're trying to exemplify here on their site. And you can really tell when you look at the features list and the solutions, like, what do you want to do? I want to manage my sales. I want to get. So it's kind of like a CRM marketing platform, ESP, like email service platform. So all these things are geared to helping you make a better decision. ActiveCampaign is very popular. It's not the most popular. We'll talk about that one in a minute. But yeah, it's very popular, and it could be a good option for you if that's something that you're looking to start with. We'll jump to the next one real quick, because there are really a lot of options for you if you don't want to deal with MailChimp. But you got to remember that, in terms of having an email provider, if you already have a list of emails, like maybe you have like a list inside of your Gmail or something like that, all of these are going to be easy to upload a list to, for the most part, and to segment them for the most part and tag them. All of them are going to be easy to getting the email delivered for the most part. I know that's for people that are more techie. Deliverability is important. And for the most part, every one of these top 5 that I have on the list deliver emails well, meaning that they don't end up in junk, and that they have a great opt-in scenario so people can get them and have them whitelisted on their email service like Gmail or Hotmail or whatever it may be. So number 2, that was number 1. Number 1 is ActiveCampaign, and if price is the most important factor, and you want to get something that's really robust and really good and that can grow with you, then yeah, I would say ActiveCampaign is really good. This provider is a good fit for people like that. But if support, ease of use are equally as important to you, then yeah, you might find a couple, gaps inside of ActiveCampaign. I've definitely had to call on the behalf of clients before and get that issues resolved. And sometimes it takes a little bit of work to get a hold of them. But all in all, they're pretty good. Number 2 is MailerLite. So this is like the most affordable mass email service. Again, this is more of a push to send, get it inside of people's inbox. So they have a higher, I think, authority in terms of delivering the emails, but it offers a great drag and drop editor as well as a customizable HTML editor, and it helps customers, like, a lot of them are authors and writers and publishers, and we also have another one like that, but publishers, in fact, have specific integrations to help authors make the most out of their email marketing. So this could be for you if you're looking to get like email blast, you're trying to get people, like transactional stuff, you're trying to get people to click through. This is a great. We'll take a look at it real quick because it does have a couple cool, the builder, it looks really good. If we go here, yeah, let's go quickly to the, right here. Yeah, see, this is actually really clean in terms of, let's go to the gallery. Yeah, newsletters. For people that do newsletters and they want click-through rates to be good, like, if you have like a small shop, a small bakery, a daycare, and you're really into the newsletter stuff, again, this is going to be a good product for you and going to help you really see the value in having a newsletter that has lots of media rich files in there and all that kind of stuff. Like that's the real deal right there. And they do have a great starting point. It's $0. We'll talk again at the very end about free. So $0 for up to 1,000 subscribers, you can't go wrong with that. Like that's going to be pretty dope, no matter what. As well as some of the features. Again, the builder is really good. The drag and drop. This, if you're coming from MailChimp, there's going to be some similarities here in how you can have building blocks and drag and drop, and as well the newsletter templates are really really good, and you can grow your. They have like a little landing page builder and pop up builder. This is it has a lot of the functionalities of like a whole marketing platform, but I would not say this is my number one go-to for marketing platforms. It does A/B testing really well. It does the big blasting stuff like email blasts really well. But other than that, that's where I would stop. I wouldn't go too far with that. This is really for great email publishing type of deal. So it's a great, it really is a great software. Like people really should, if you're just starting out, this is a great one to have an affordable mass email provider that also can get the emails in your inbox. If you have a large list, maybe you have a CRM already, like you're a baker and you do like cakes and stuff like that, and you can get all that information that you have digitally and just upload it and then send out promotions, send out all the stuff that you've been looking to get into your customers. If you don't want to do all the major automation and segmentations and getting people all that type of stuff, if you just want a good platform for that, that's a great way to go as well. Number 3 is Drip, and Drip I would say is the best email marketing automation tool, especially for e-commerce. It's a powerful email marketing platform for e-commerce, for bloggers and digital marketers. They offer a wide range of tools to make marketing automation, sales funnels, and personalization easy. I definitely say the personalization stuff is really good. They offer seamless integration for popular sites like WordPress and WooCommerce. So if you are e-commerce, if you are selling something online, a digital product or a physical product, then this is going to help you have that empty cart notifications and what happens to them and how you can then do some nurture campaign to then follow up with them. You can use some of this information. And again, their API is pretty solid, so you can use it with other software like ConvertFlow, which can do some personalization on your site. So if they've left the site and then come back, if they were looking at something, it will pull it up for them. Like, there's a lot of cool things you can do with Drip. It works friendly with a lot of professional tools. This is more marketer friendly. So if you're a small or medium-sized business, this is more heavy duty. This is really good. I would definitely say like this is one of like what sets Drip apart from the competition is like their automation. Like the I'll show it to you guys real quick. I'm sure they have it. I'm sure they have it. A demo of it real quick. Let's go to Drip. Yeah, you can see here again already, like turn customer data into customer loyalty. Like they are huge on the e-commerce side. They used to not be, and then they kind of switched their whole philosophy. And this is like who their partners are. Of course, the big players, right? Shopify, Magento, WooCommerce. So a lot of people left MailChimp and came to Drip. Because MailChimp stopped using or stopped integrating natively at the time, I guess, with Shopify. Shopify is one of the biggest e-commerce platforms there is. So there's a lot of pros and cons here, but if you look at some of the feature set, again, customer data is going to be huge. They can really get deep into the behavior and your custom fields and all that kind of stuff. And you can really start to see the max number of items of unique experiences for people. Like you can start to see whether, okay, they looked at these 2 items versus this one item and all the different touch points. And some of the automations, you can then have a great visualizer to see the automation that then goes to to help you visualize multiple different workflows so you can see how this is going to work. So if you have some stuff that's a little bit more complicated that you want to have personalized experience, which if you are a marketer, that's really what, or a business owner, that's really what you want to be doing, is to getting to know your customer inside of their email box, because it's a very personal way to do so. This is going to be a product that's going to help you. It's going to help the way you approach your marketing, especially in terms of email, but also the way you start to think of how you do your promotions, the way you start to think of how you do some of these special sales for only special clients. You can start to see with the automation, the deep learning for the customer knowledge base, and you can start to see how this will work really well. The next one, number 4, is ConvertKit. And I would say this is, quickly, the drip is $49 to start for 250 subscribers. And I think we did, MailerLite is at $0 for 1,000. But yeah, ConvertKit is the best email tool for publishers. I would also throw content creators in there, bloggers, people that publish stuff. Like, if it's just such a easy to look at, simple, but very robust platform to be on. I enjoy it the most, like in terms of the look and feel, and how, if I were to design a platform for email marketing, then this would be it. It starts off at $0 for up to 500 subscribers, and it goes up from there. So, although it's powerful, ConvertKit's interface fluctuates. I know this because I'm a fan of one of the designers who designs the web pages for this site. So it does get a little bit confusing in terms of the intuitiveness, even though it is powerful and it does have a great look and feel. Some of the experiences, like setting up workflows, are good, but they also require a little bit more finessing, and you should maybe know a little bit more of what you're looking for if you're going to dabble with ConvertKit. ConvertKit's landing pages and forms are better than I think any other ones on this list. So if you're really focused on lead generation and you want to customize your own landing page with added benefit of email, ConvertKit is a solid choice. Let's quickly look at their site. And this could maybe give you a hint as to what it could look like. So yeah, their site looks really dope. I really do like their site. Let's go to it. Yeah, connect with your marketing, connect with your audience, make a living doing what you love. Again, it's more for people who are brands, content creators. If you're a YouTuber, if you're a writer, if you're a blogger, if you do Instagram for a living, or if you do any type of personal work, a director, then this is going to be a great platform. It speaks your language, is what I would tell people. It speaks in a way that kind of just makes it simple and easy. Let's go to the feature set real quick. Actually, we'll scroll down first. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, it's meant for creators. It shows you how you can grow. Like, I feel like this is it wants to be inviting, but it does have very powerful tools. It has a unique way to just get people going. So if you want to just start with the generation, you can, of course, just start doing some landing pages, simple sign up forms on your site, and then you can go deeper from there. And it does all the automation stuff that you would normally expect. Like I said, I would consider this more for somebody who spends time on the internet, so they would kind of get a gist as to what they're doing, because it is a bit of its own world. And they call automations workflows, and they call campaigns sequences. Like, you got to know certain things. You have to know what you're looking to do, and I think if you know that, then ConvertKit would be a really good platform for you. Let's go to the features real quick. The overview. Yeah, they really make it simple, I would say, for people who don't know necessarily all the different tools and tactics, but they're like, listen, if I want to do one thing and do it well, it's going to be on ConvertKit. So let's go quickly to the number. We're running out of time here, even though I'm trying to go fast. Oh man. All right, number 5, Aweber. Aweber is the most popular email service company. It's $19 to start for 500 subscribers, but they do have like that legacy thing. Like it's been around for the longest in terms of doing all the features that it's doing. Yeah, most popular lead generation services for small businesses. It comes with all the essential tools that you would need to grow your email list. I think it's a little more. It's a little less young. It's a little bit more of a generation where the tools are meant to feel almost enterprise, even though they're not. Like the stuff that they're doing now, ConvertKit would make that look very simple. So you can integrate Aweber with WordPress or landing page builder, opt-in forms with a breeze. Like it's very, very simple. Like starting with Aweber is easy as well. Like Aweber's, you can go there with a 30-day trial to start, and then after that, they have lots of tools, and you can upload your list. Like if you just want super, super, super great reliable service, great customer service, ticket-based email, all that stuff that you would just expect a big company to have, for sure that's Aweber. Some people will be frustrated by the look and feel. Some people will be frustrated by the integration list. But that's a give and take that people will have to accept. We'll quickly go to their site, and so we can see what we're dealing with here. Aweber, yeah, it's powerful. It's so simple, but it's also very robust. Run your business, leave the email marketing to us. Stress-free email marketing software designed to help your small business grow. They are straight up and down the real McCoy. And of course, the deliverability of the email is going to be there as well with a company like this. But again, like I said, generally, for the most part, all of these companies will get the emails to your inbox. I would say that I've had a few hiccups with Drip before. I've had more than a few hiccups with ActiveCampaign, but for the most part, that's like really far in between and just kind of a fluke. I've had those things happen, but for the most part, they're all gonna help you. All gonna get the emails to where they need to go. So they have really good customer service. I would say Aweber. That's 100% for sure. If you have a problem, that they'll be right there right away to help you, and they have a vast knowledge-based platform that you can get all the information you want. The smart designer, they do landing pages just like ConvertKit. This is like a more, I will call, corporate version of ConvertKit. ConvertKit's more for the content creator, and Aweber can be literally for a medium-sized business, 100 employees. People got to work together to get this stuff done. This is definitely the type of stuff that you can see how to build nurture campaigns across different platforms, across different channels or workflows, all the different segmentation. It's just a professional platform through and through. I definitely would say Aweber is a good one to consider. So there's a lot to consider in terms of, how to select an email service provider, right? Because we've talked about the 5, I would say the top 5. And you know what? Before we even jump to how to select, I do want to say, like I said at the top, when you need to consider what you want to do in terms of money. People often go for the free option, like they'll have a free trial for 30 days or a free trial for 60 days. And then what ends up happening, every additional feature costs money. So let's say, okay, cool, I did the 30-day for free, and then it's only $20 a month. But then if I wanted to do automation, it's another $10 a month. Or if I wanted to do split A/B testing, it's an additional fee. You know what I mean? So they have different tiers of packages, and everyone's kind of getting hip and wise to how to bundle certain things to just be out of your reach and just to get that extra few bucks out of you. So I would, like with most of my videos, I would say write out the plan from the very beginning. How am I going to integrate email marketing inside of my business? And how am I going to have the system work for me? And then look at the factors as to what you want to do. And also make a lowest point of entry. What are the things that I must have for this to be worthwhile? And I'm going to talk about this. I got 4 simple things before we got to go, and we'll jump into the comments if there are any. I have not seen any yet. If anybody has any questions, you can throw them in there. But I haven't seen anything yet. But in terms of the 4 must-have, this is what I would say when I'm talking to my clients about having this type of tool. I tell them you want to make sure that you have templates. Okay, a key part of any emailing marketing is the emails. So you got to have a service provider that allow you to build and save your own unique template with your colors, your images. It's even better if you can keep some of your images on their platform, like have a library on there, making sure that those templates work flawlessly on mobile, because I think it's 53% of all email is opened up on mobile. So all of that type of stuff. Free image hosting is obviously a bonus, but definitely you want to have a template, even if it's the most basic of basic email providers. Number 2, tracking. Those beautiful emails won't do you much good if they don't know how to perform, right? If you don't know how to make them perform, make sure your email provider provides consolidated dashboard with all the stats that you need. So you want to know, your open rates, which is how many times it's been opened, or how many people that's been opened from the people that you've sent it to, your click-through rate, your bounce rate, your unsubscribe rate, social sharing. These are the big metrics, and you want to make sure that they have at least those. Your automation is number 3. It's important to have relevant images to the right people at the right time. So you don't want to show somebody an email for a soccer shoe when the last time they were on your site they were looking at a basketball shoe. So having all of those, the tagging, the automation, putting them into the right workflow is crucial, especially if you're doing e-commerce. And lastly, like I said, mobility. 53% of all email is open on a mobile phone or on a mobile device, and only 28% are open on a desktop. So you got to kind of read the writing on the wall, and 20% are open in webmail. So this is how you got to understand how the email is moving, how people are engaging and interacting with the email. So unless your email campaigns are specifically optimized across all those devices, you're missing out on conversations, and conversations are what lead to revenue. At the end of the day, you're either trying to get attention, build relationships, or sell something. And no matter what, the email marketing is going to allow you to connect and engage with your audience in a way that you otherwise could not, especially now because we're in a coronavirus season where we're all isolated from each other. Your engagement and your connection is going to be based on how well that you engage and connect with people online. So how well your social media is, how well your website is, and how well is your email marketing. So don't lose that opportunity to get into their emails and then stay in their emails with relevant content that helps them and solves their problems. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully you guys had a good time today. This is about 30 minutes in. I was true to my word. I'm trying to keep this into something that's concise, that will save you some time, and you don't have to be looking around trying to figure out what email planning marketing service should I be using. Now, before we go, I did tell you that I was going to say which email service providers do I use, and which would I recommend to people. I use Drip solely because I think I've invested a lot of time in it and to understand it. And when I first started doing email marketing, I had a hard time visualizing the automations and getting people in different workflows and channels. And what I ended up doing was relying a lot on the visualized workflow from Drip a lot to help me understand the customer behaviors. So having the behavior of knowing where your customer is and having a goal, and then seeing if you can funnel them into reaching or reaching that goal or making them complete that goal, it was huge. And once I saw that in Drip, I was like, okay, I'm sold. This is what's going to help me understand how I build my lead generations, how I build different access points on my websites, how I do my call to actions, and how I do my sequences from my welcome sequence to a nurture or a sales campaign. So these are the things that are going to help you understand, like if you're somebody like me, how it works. But if you're just starting out and you're a business, a traditional business, I would definitely say Aweber is the best that I've seen. For Aweber or ActiveCampaign are very good, all well-rounded solutions. ActiveCampaign can do both, whether it's startups and enterprise or established companies. If you're a content creator, a blogger, an author, a writer, I would say ConvertKit is probably the best way for you to go. If you're a marketer, if you're an agency, I'm a huge fan of Drip. I've been able to help a lot of businesses make a lot of money using Drip and what I've understood and learned from Drip. Again, it's something. No matter what tool you use, the discipline to learn the methodology and to learn the understanding of what the platform you're using is gonna, or the industry you're gonna be in, is gonna be huge. So really, if you have something that people really want and you have a great offer, you have a great sales campaign, you're gonna be fine whether you're on Drip or whether you're on Aweber or whether you're on MailerLite. So it's gonna be about you and how well you want to sink your teeth into this subject matter. So I hope this helps, guys. Go ahead and give a thumbs up or a like, and write any questions you have inside of the comments. We're gonna check real quick to see if there's anybody on here leaving any comments. All right. Well, you know what? I'm not gonna stay long. Thank you guys so much for. I see that hand right there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something out of it. And if you have any questions, for sure, DM me on Facebook. I want to make sure that you guys get your questions answered, especially from somebody who has used so many of these different platforms. All right, that's it from me for now, guys. Peace.